I'm here to help with executive session, just to help Ray with any technical issues during executive session.
Okay. Yep, Mayor, we're all set to go.
Okay, so we'll call to order the July 21st meeting of the Fire Commission. We have a quorum with Commissioner DeStruge and Mayor Rilling. So we called the meeting to order at 3:03. And now the first item on the agenda, acceptance of the minutes of the regular meeting on June 16th. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Corrections, deletions, omissions?
I didn't see any corrections.
I have some, Mayor.
Chief Gatto.
Okay, on page 4, under building, update on building repairs, that whole line about station boiler replacements, strike that whole line because that was done last year.
Okay,
And then the 100 Fairfield says that the roof is leaking. That's been repaired a while ago.
okay.
So, Cheryl, did you get that?
So strike that also?
Or just add that it has been repaired.
Oh, okay.
But the station boiler replacements, that was done last year. I don't even know how that got in there. That's all for corrections that I have.
Okay, admin, do you have that?
Yes, I do, Mayor. Thank you.
Okay, any further corrections, deletions, omissions, additions? Seeing none, all in
No.
favor of the minutes as corrected?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Next item on the agenda, action items update on the assistant mechanic, Chief.
Yeah, so last month, Commissioner DeStruge wanted this put under action items. We held 3 interviews for the assistant mechanic position. And 1 individual who's the apparatus supervisor for the Shelton Fire Department, very knowledgeable, very well spoken. We, everybody on the interview panel liked him. We'd offered him a conditional offer of employment. I was all excited until a half hour ago when Alessandra sent me an email saying that he declined the position
Oh,
based on the commute. I guess it's too far from Shelton to Norwalk. So we're going to re-advertise the position and try again. So
The other two
all that for
candidates,
nothing.
the other 2 candidates were not acceptable?
No.
Okay.
thank you.
Any
for the
questions,
update.
Commissioner DeStruge?
No, thank you.
Fire Chief's report?
All right, I'm gonna go over the,
Let the
Oh,
minutes
the
reflect
year-
that let the minutes reflect that at 3:06,
sorry.
we are joined by Commissioner Bentley.
Okay, thank you.
Go ahead, Chief.
okay, so just a brief report on the full year of 18-19. We did very well last year. We ended up only going to 96.2% of our budget. We saved over 520,000 in the overtime account and 179,000 in the salary account. So I think a lot of the overtime account is because of the virus. People have not been using vacation or holidays compared to the year before. Just for an example, there were 237 less vacation days and 126 less holidays used prior to July 1st because of the virus and not being able to go on vacation. So I'd imagine that later on in the year, which is the new budget year, that number will probably go up. But all our accounts did very well for last year. So we end up with a nice big surplus. And then the year-to-date for this year, we're at 4.3%. It's too early to even talk about the budget for this year, but we just started, so we're at 4% for that. So that's the report. If you have any questions.
Very well done. Congratulations. I don't know if
Very
Commissioner
well.
Bentley or Commissioner Destruge has anything to say.
Yeah, we love to come in under budget. Great job. Thank you, Chief.
Okay.
I see a common trend among the commissioners here. We're all showing our white beards. Okay, operations report, Chief?
Let me get that for you. So for the month of June 2020, we were at 516 calls. As I reported last month also, the call volume is coming down a little bit. We were at 663 last year. So we're averaging now 17.2 per day. 31 various different fires, as you see in the report. 319 EMS calls, gas leaks 25, activated alarms. Then it goes from there. So year to date, we're at 3,203 calls. We're down 322 from last year. So some of the notable ones, June 6th at 222-28, 38 Wilton Avenue, we had a building fire. It was a garbage outside container that spread to the exterior side of the building. 6:15, right around midnight, we had an MVA on 125 East Avenue, which is City Hall. The occupant of the vehicle, one vehicle into a tree, the occupant had to be extricated from the vehicle. Heavy damage to the vehicle. Fire on Pearl Street, about a quarter of an acre burned near number 26 Pearl Street. June 21st, Fairfield Fire Department had a pretty large brush fire, and they actually called one of our trucks to stand by at their fire headquarters. And then they were requested to help out at the scene, wetting down some of the area. June 22nd, we had a car fire on I-95 southbound between 17 and 16. Then on June 22nd, we had a kitchen fire at 6 Villaway Road, 1704 hours. They were heating vegetable oil to make French fries, and the oil ignited. So they had to use positive pressure to clear the smoke. On June 23rd, there was another fire. This was a second floor bedroom mattress and the linens caught fire. That's being investigated by the fire marshal's office. June 25th, 9 Wall Street, we had a building fire, reported apartment fire on the 3rd floor. I believe this is the one that the sprinkler system pretty much kept it in control until we got up there to extinguish it. That's also being investigated. June 27th, we had a car fire again on 95 northbound, mostly contained to the engine compartment. June 28th, again on I-95 northbound, another car fire, heavily involved the engine compartment as well as the passenger compartment. And then on June 30th, 11 Possum Avenue, we had a fully involved car fire. It was right near the house, but there was no extension to the house. And that's also being investigated by the marshal's office. That's the report.
Okay, thank you, Chief. Any questions from the
Thank you.
commissioners?
Questions?
No,
No
Sorry?
questions.
no.
All right, next item then is the Fire Marshal's report. Fire Marshal Sawyer.
Okay, hi everyone. We collected $1,800 in fees for the month of June. There were 105 various inspections, 10 notifications, 19 plan reviews, and 11 fire investigations. Currently, we are sending out notifications for the multifamily inspections to begin again. June 30th was a moratorium, and what we're doing is what Stanford's doing. In your packet, you also have that information. We're sending them out to everyone, basically. Inspector Scully and Inspector Roos are working on that. And what we're going to do is the common areas. Most of the departments within the state are staying away from going into individual units, and they're doing the common areas. This will also help with starting the clock on any violations to show that we were actually there to do the inspection. I personally think this is the best way to do it, just for the safety aspect. That way, the guys, when they get there, they can, decide whether or not it's safe for them to go in. You guys have any questions on this stuff?
No,
No.
no.
None for me. Okay, Mr. Luca, emergency management update.
Great, thank you. I think for the most part, again, right now, my focus is still on doing some of the after action from COVID. So we have probably about 35 surveys that have been submitted. I'll spend a few days this week and next, try to get them all compiled into a report. So we, at least for round 2 or beyond, hopefully not, we'll have some additional information, again, lessons learned from the past experience. So that's been the big focus. Working again with health department on all things COVID, but then also summer safety. We did the 1,000 water bottles to different groups. Those came and went very quickly. And then just working on some of the shelter management piece with the Red Cross to work on some of the agreements and working with the legal department on getting all of that in order for the coming couple of years. So I think for the most part, that's it.
Okay. Commissioners? Comments,
No
questions?
questions. Good job.
Nothing. Yep, good.
A training division, Deputy Chief McCallum.
Unmute, David. Gotta unmute.
You're on mute.
Sorry about that. Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for reminding me. We focused on truck company operations, where we cross-train everyone in the department on the operations of the truck company in case they're, during vacation times, different people get shifted onto different pieces of apparatus, and we're cross-trained to be able to ride all apparatus and cover all the jobs. We also covered vehicle extrication. We used the hydraulic tools to extricate people from car accidents or any type of trap situation that they might be in. And we also held the officers training program where on each shift we had all of the company officers in our EOC and training room to be trained on, different accident report writing. There was managing your people was a section of it and stuff. And we try to stay in NFPA compliance, which requires us to have our company officers trained to a level higher than the people they supervise. And we met those requirements in our training program. And that's it for this month.
Oh,
I'm muted. No, I was muted. Any questions from the commissioners?
no.
No. Thank
No.
you.
Okay, next item on the agenda. I see we have the union president here, but there's no new items.
Yeah, like we said a few months ago with COVID-19, all of our fundraisers have been pretty much put on hold, like our golf outing. So it's been pretty quiet in that front. We do our normal fundraising, which is really nothing to note. But we'll keep you informed if anything changes.
Okay. Thank you. Chief, under old business, we'll move item A. We'll not discuss that right now, but update on building repairs.
Yes, it's also very short but meaningful. The interior renovation project that we did at Broad River Station 1. To date, all the demolition, the framing is complete. They are now underway, electrical and the plumbing. We had a meeting just the other day with the architects, just to go over the project and to walk through it. And the company is actually a little bit ahead of schedule. And so far we're right on budget. So that project is moving along very nicely, and hopefully within another 60 days or less, it should be all done. That's it for the building repairs.
Okay, any questions for the chief?
No.
None.
There's no items under new business, no items under correspondence. Now we have to move into personnel issues, and we need to go into executive session. So I'll need a motion.
So moved.
So moved.
Okay, moved by Commissioner Bentley. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, we shall go into executive session, and I think Mr. Sapienza has a breakout room for us, I believe.
Yeah, you should, this is Larry Manzi. You should be able to see down on your bottom of your screen, I think, breakout room join.
Yep, I see.
I have 5 people. Oscar just joined, I believe. As soon as they join, I have Mayor Rilling, I have Matt, and I have Ray Burney. Is there anyone else? And Gino Gatto.
The main, right for the first part of the executive session, I would like the commission and Mr. Sapienza, who will be the host.
Okay,
Just the 3 commissioners and Mr. Sapienza.
not Ray Burney.
I mean, I'm sorry, Ray Burney too. I'm sorry. Yes.
Okay.
Quick question. Chief Gatto, you'll send me the times when you guys get out and the adjournment?
He's already in the breakout room.
He will. Yep.
Okay, thank you, Mayor.
Take it easy, folks.
All right, take care, be well.
No, thank you.
All right, Matt, do you see where to join?
Yep, I'm all set whenever.
When you go in, Matt, you might have to, I don't know if everyone will be able to speak or you're gonna have to unmute them, but.
Okay, I'll take a look. Thanks.
We are now out of executive session. The language that needs to be in there is during executive session, no motions were made, no votes were taken. Now I need a motion to adjourn. And Commissioner DeStrouge moves to adjourn. Commissioner DeStrouge and Commissioner Bentley are muted, so if we can unmute them and take a vote.
Oh, so moved. Yes.
So moved.
Okay, so we are at executive session 5:12. A motion by Commissioner DeStrouge to adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. We are adjourned at 5:12 as well. Thank you all. And
Thank you.
Wonderful
Thank
evening.
you.
Matt, you did a great job.
Thank
Thank you.
You too. Thank you.
Great.
Larry, we didn't expect you were waiting around, but thank you for waiting around.
Yeah, I had to record the end of the meeting.
Ah, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Very good.
All right.
And Mr.
Thank you so much.
Mr. Bernie, thank you for your assistance in these matters.
Right.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
I'm leaving. Goodbye.